Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel! Last time, we have talked about subject-verb agreement. And as requested by Catherine Rivera, we'll be discussing today prepositions. As I have mentioned a while ago, we'll be discussing today prepositions. When we say prepositions, these are words or phrases that connect nouns or pronouns to verbs or adjectives in sentences. Usually, ito yung mga words na nakikita natin before nouns or pronouns. And they are also used to express a relation to another word or element in a clause. We have here examples of prepositions. We have by, for, at, on, in, toward, into, and many more. But today, we're just going to focus on the three examples, in, on, and at. When English speakers talk about time and place, there are three little words that often come up, in, on, and at. These common words are prepositions that show a relationship between two words in a sentence. Some prepositions are rather easy for English learners to understand, such as behind, over, under, next to, and other. But these little two-letter prepositions seem to create confusion. So let us now start discussing in, on, and at, using, of course, this inverted pyramid. We will be using this inverted pyramid in order for you to easily understand the uses of in, on, and at. So let's start with in. For in, it means we are using it in general. When we say general, it means affecting or concerning all or most people, places, or things. And in is bigger. Next, we have on. For on, it is more specific and it is smaller, while at is very specific and it is smallest. Let's start by looking at how we talk about time. English speakers use in to refer to a general, longer period of time such as centuries, decades, years, months, and weeks. So we have there also examples of the 1900s, or should I say in the 1900s. For decade, we have the 90s or in the 90s. For years, we have 1990 or in 1990. For months, we have March or other months, or should I say in March. For weeks, example is 2 weeks, or should I say in 2 weeks. Moving to shorter, more specific periods of time, we use on to talk about particular days, dates, and holidays. So we have days of the week. For example, Monday, or should I say on Monday. I'll see you on Monday. Specific times, and for holidays without the word day, we use at. So we have here also hours. Example, let's meet at 12 o'clock. Or meet me at midnight. Or the flowers are in bloom at Easter time. So these are the uses of in, on, and at if we are referring about time. So in for general or bigger. For on, it is more specific and smaller. While at, it is very specific and the smallest. So let's have now location using, of course, the three prepositions. When English speakers refer to a place, we use in for the largest or most general places. So examples are country, city, and neighborhood. For example, for country, Philippines. In Philippines. In Cebu City for city. And in Chinatown for neighborhood. For more specific places like certain streets, we use the preposition on. So streets and avenues will be using on. For example, I live on Main Street. The name of the street there is Main Street. Finally, we get to the most specific places. Examples are the addresses or specific locations. Example, I live at 123 Main Street. In here, we already have the number or the specific number of the place or the address. Usually kasi ito yung nakakalitong part kung ano ba ang kailangan gamitin. Whether if we're going to use them in writing. Lalo na sa pagsulat ng address. Yung iba, kahit walang number, they are using at. Yung iba naman, kung may number, kahit may number, they're using in or on. So please, take note of this uses of the prepositions in, on, and at. So for in, it is general and bigger. For on, more specific and smaller. And for at, it is very specific and the smallest. If you have learned from this video, hit like and the subscribe button below. And in order for you to be notified if I have a new video, turn on the notification bell. This is Joanne reminding you that learning is fun. Bye!